Anybody need help with anything? Ha ha! I win again.
For taste.
I just can't lose.
Huh?
You gotta try this slot machine. It's the best.
Hi, how are you?
I just can't lose. You gotta try this slot machine. It's the best.
Excuse me.
Let's check in with Clem.
Oh, hi. That slot machine thing is a hoot. Thanks a lot for letting me try it, Lady Overseer.
I'm so glad you're enjoying yourself.
After all the experiments, what are your thoughts?
It's done. Finally. Hundreds of years of refining and planning. And it's an unmitigated disaster. Residents wasting time and valuable resources.
But this place is the best, Lady Overseer. Everyone says so.
You see, this is what you've done. Vault 88 was supposed to be magnificent. I cannot stand to be in this cheery purgatory you've concocted.
Don't you see? All your prototypes worked. The people's lives are better.
Is that even English you're speaking? What you say is nonsense. I take my leave of this wreckage you call a vault. I hope you get what you deserve, Overseer.
Heads up.
I'll see what I can do.
Nick.
You all right? You need something?
That's all.
Well, all right.
Heads up.
Go ahead.
Over here.
Can do.
Stay there.
I'll wait for your signal.
Please, take care of the vault. Please, Take care of the vault.
Hey, I'm in a place for that, and neither's here.
I win again. You gotta try this, this slot machine. It's the best. I just can't lose. I just can't lose.
I wonder how high the vault numbers go.
This won't work without
Anybody need help with
power.
anything?
You done with all your experiments? I hope I did good. They were real interesting.
How are you doing, Clem?
Doing just the best. People keep talking about how good things are here. And I hope I've done my part, you know?
Thanks for all your help.
You kidding? It's been an honor to do, well, anything for you. I guess you're the overseer now, right? Looking forward to giving the vault my best. You gotta try this slot machine. It's the best.
Nothing to report at the moment. Stay tuned for updates.
What now?
I'll let you know if I hear of any settlements that need our help. In the meantime, make sure to offer help to anyone that needs it. That can only help our cause.
Like painting a huge sign on your front door. Rob me.
That is not acceptable. Imogene is missing and I want her found.
She's not missing, Mother.
Do you know where she is?
No, but that doesn't
Your
mean...
sister is missing and I want her found. What else is Edward for if not to keep the family safe?
I'd be happy to send someone to look for her, ma'am. It's not a...
Mother, Edward has better things to do than sending someone out to find Imogene. Again.
I insist you send someone to find
Place is
Imogene.
more a
I'm not going to
museum
have
than a
Edward
home.
drop everything just because Imogene decided to take a lover again.
Jack, how dare you speak so disrespectfully about your sister? If your father were here, he'd send someone to find Imogene.
We've been over this, Mother.
I don't think you're even listening to me, Jack.
I'm not Imogene's babysitter. If she chooses to go off without telling anyone, that's her business.
Imogene is out there somewhere, maybe even lying dead in a ditch, and you don't even
So did you
care.
find out what happened to the courier?
Let it go, please.
I can't believe you don't care what happens to your sister.
If she wanted us to know where she went, she would have told someone.
Just some raiders that ambushed him.
I don't like raiders operating so close to Parsons.
Right now.
I hope this isn't the start of something serious. What about the serum he was carrying? Did you get any of it back?
What's so important about this serum?
You're getting paid to follow orders. Your orders were to get it back. That's all you need to worry about.
There was only this one vial left.
Oh, good. I was afraid we wouldn't get any of it back. Here's your pay for the job. I'm throwing in a little bonus for bringing back the serum. That was good work. Now, as far as what's next. Oh, hell. I guess it's time you met Wilhelmina. Jack's not gonna be happy about it. Come on. Jack, I'll take care of it. Mrs. Cabot, don't worry. I'll send someone to find Imogene.
Thank you, Edward. I can always count on you. Why can't you be as devoted as dear Edward?
You shouldn't indulge her, Edward. It just makes her more impossible to deal with next time.
Just doing my job. Speaking of which, here's all we got back of the last delivery from Parsons. Raiders got the rest of it, I'm sorry to say.
Ah, good. Finally. This will help settle Mother down.
Imogene is Jack's sister. You probably figured that out yourself. She's, a little flighty. Impulsive. From time to time, she runs off. Usually with a new boyfriend. Then I send somebody to bring her home.
Do you know where she's gone?
No, but it shouldn't be too hard to find out. She's been spending a lot of time in Good Neighbor. That's a jazz club there, the third rail. Somebody there must know something. She's not known for keeping her mouth shut.
What if she doesn't want to come home?
Obviously, as one of the family, you can't just knock her in the head and drag her home by her heels. Usually, by the time I send someone after her, she's gotten bored with the whole thing and is ready to come home. I'm sure you'll think of something. You're supposed to be resourceful, remember?
Got a real good head on those shoulders.
I can't believe how callous Jack can be about his sister.
Excuse me.
I just can't bear to think what might have happened to poor Imogene.
Now you've met the matriarch of the family. Explains a lot, doesn't it? Jack says there's no hurry about finding Imogene, but he doesn't mean it.
Got a minute?
Yes?
Quite a place you've got here. Amazing that it survived the war.
Thank you. I try not to take it for granted. We were definitely more fortunate than most. It hasn't been easy keeping it up to pre-war standards, but we do what we can. Are we done?
What's going on at that old insane asylum?
I carried out some of my research there. That's all you need to know.
The more I know, the better I'll be at my job.
Well, I suppose that may be true. My father is confined in Parsons. For his own safety and everyone else's. He became dangerously unstable after handling an ancient artifact he found in Arabia. I've spent my life trying to figure out how to cure him. Any more questions?
How'd your father manage to travel to Arabia with the world blown to hell?
Ah, well, that was before the war, when he was a young man.
Come on. The war was 200 years ago.
You know your history. Most people don't grasp how long ago the war really was. One of the effects of my father's illness was a slowing or arresting of the aging process. So, yes, he is well over 200 years old, as you suspected. Are we done?
I was intrigued by your theory about an ancient alien civilization.
Actually, it was my father's theory. Now proven beyond doubt, although only to me, unfortunately. There aren't many archaeology journals publishing these days.
You have proof.
Enough to satisfy me. Because of his illness, my father could not, or would not, explain exactly where he found the lost city. So I've had to confine my studies to what he brought back from his first expedition. But that's been enough to show beyond a doubt that the city he found wasn't made by or for human beings. Millennia older than the earliest human civilizations, but with technology that seems to have surpassed our own. And yet, everything about it is strange. Disturbing geometries, tools not made for human hands, carvings that hint at dimensions beyond our own.
What was your father's theory?
He believed that all of the earliest human civilizations shared some common parent that was unknown to history. Think of Atlantis. The myth of an advanced civilization destroyed by a cataclysm is shared by many widely separated ancient cultures. Eventually, he found what he was looking for. A lost city, buried beneath the sands of the empty quarter of the Arabian desert.
You said your father found a lost city?
Yes, he spent years looking, and was widely ridiculed by the so-called experts. I'm ashamed to say even I doubted him. But in the end, he found it. A lost city, buried in the sands of the Rub al-Khali, the empty quarter of Arabia.
I wanted to ask you about something else.
All right.
I've got to get going.
All right.